Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your daily free picks. Okay guys, so interesting football game yesterday. We ended up getting the win on the under. That's all we had. We also, for our free picks, we managed to talk ourselves off Chicago. So if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I more or less said, look, my heart said I like Chicago in this game. I felt that Chicago would manage to get some turnovers. Minnesota hadn't turned the ball over in the previous two games. I said that I thought Chicago could create some turnovers. Lo and behold, first drive of the game, they created turnover. I said, that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, Chicago was in a big hurry to give the ball back, which they did 2 plays later. Later on, they got another interception. But all in all, the turnovers ended up even for the game. So there wasn't an advantage there, even though I said I thought that they would generate some turnovers. And they've been generating turnovers all year long. They just haven't been able to get those turnovers to come their way. Yesterday, when they created the fumble, they managed to get that ball. So again, I figured there might be a bit of an advantage there. But that being said, all my experience over all the years told me there's no way that I'm betting against this team that came in on Minnesota. Now, I consider myself, even though I try to be humble most days, I do consider myself, to be, I would say in the upper echelon of professionals in terms of, at least the numbers that I can create. And in such, I find that most of the time when steam comes in on a game, either prior to the game or after the game, I can identify certain reasons why steam comes in on games, for the most part. Yesterday, guys, I'll be honest, total mystery. It is a total mystery to me to see this level of steam. Sure, a couple steam bets here and there, that's fine. But to see this level of steam, normally I'm not stumped by something like that. I'm stumped. I'm totally stumped. I have no idea what basically people saw in Minnesota. I mean, you guys can speculate and say, okay, they came in winning 2 straight games in Chicago and lost 3 games in a row, but the public knows that. I mean, that's nothing special. So the reality of the situation is, guys, we did manage to save ourselves a bit of money by laying off Chicago. And as I said in yesterday's video, guys, sometimes the best play is no play at all. And that was the case yesterday because in essence, by laying off Chicago, it's better than a win because we saved ourselves the juice as well. So it's important, guys, and that's something that you can focus in on going forward, that, if you find a game and there's mixed messages, you might really like one side, but sometimes as a professional sports bettor, the best thing you can do is just lay off that game, save yourself the money. Yeah, I mean, Chicago yesterday, guys, they managed 149 yards. So they almost got to 150. How bad is that? That is literally like low-end high school numbers right there. Actually, no, I mean, high school at least put up some rushing yards to go with it. Foles put up high school numbers, 106 yards passing. Absolutely atrocious. It's not like you're playing against the top defense as well. So anyways, guys, it was probably a frustrating game for everybody to watch, except for us underbettors, because that looked pretty good the whole time, didn't it? So anyways, guys, that's basically the moral of the story, is that sometimes it is good to lay off a game, save yourself some money, right? Which we did yesterday. So the other thing, guys, I want to get into. So I have 2 plays for you guys, and I want to talk about something here really quickly. About the first game. First game, guys, Buffalo and Bowling Green, okay? You have Buffalo, and then you have Bowling Green, right? That is the reality of the situation. There is quite a gap in talent there, okay? So I'll tell you guys what I did early on. Now, hear me out before you go doing anything, okay? I bet Bowling Green money line at plus 4,200. Yes, I did. They're a 31-point dog. Now, I know people are already laughing. They're like, you did what? I did. So here's the thing, guys. I peruse these games. I have some systems. I have stuff that I have, planted into memory. And I'm going to tell you guys something that, has served me well over the years. Bowling Green was 42-1. 42-1 to win this game. Okay, they open, I saw them anywhere from plus 3,800 all the way up to plus 4,200. When I saw 4,200, yeah, absolutely. Why? Because what are we doing as professional sports bettors, guys? We are looking for value, okay? We're looking for value wherever we find it. Now, something really weird happened in this game. This line, the line on the game, opened at 31.5, plus 31.5, okay? The line has fallen half a point. Only half a point has fallen. So it's pretty much stayed the same. The money line has gone from plus 4,200 down to plus 2,200, almost cut in half, indicating there is a large amount of money that came in on the money line. Not so much on the spread, but on the money line. And let me tell you guys something about this specific money line. Going back 15 years, guys, college football underdogs getting plus 31 to plus 35. Pretty heavy underdogs, right? There's been 175 of those games. Okay, plus 31 to plus 35, 175 of those games. Of those 175, those plus 31 to plus 35 dogs have only won 5 games. They're 5 wins, 170 losses. Let me say that again. 5 wins, 170 losses. That means they win on average 2.9% of the time. Or they lose 97.1% of the time. With that being said, guys, if you put $100 on every one of those games, you'd be up $13,750. Under a return on investment, an ROI of 78.6%. 78.6%. It's a very, very strong ROI. Now, those bets are not for everybody. The reality is that, guys, you're going to lose 97.1% of the time before you win a game. One of these games has not come in several years now. 97.1%. But if you're the type of bettor that focuses solely on overall ROI and does not care about the fluctuations, this is a system that you can bet and you can make some decent money. I've been making, one year we hit 2. 2 in 1 year, and it was ridiculous. I mean, my numbers were way out of whack. Like, it was up so many units. I think that year I was like the high end of like 54%. I have to go back and check. I think like high end of 54%, and my ROI was through the roof. It was like I must have looked like an underdog god. It was only from winning 2 games, but you do have to have the patience, pardon me, to weather the storm, because you're going to lose 97.1%. Now that I've said that, please hear me out. I don't think you should be betting. I don't want to say don't bet on this game, because imagine this one comes in. I don't think there's value anymore in this game. As a matter of fact, I know there is not value on this game, not at 22 to 1. It just isn't there anymore. There is value at plus 42 to 1, no question about it. But, on these games, these plus 31 to plus 35, you can expect to see anywhere from, 25 to 1 up to 50 to 1 plus on these games. So in the future, guys, if you have a stomach for it and you can go a few years and still confidently bet the system without this coming in, it can be a very profitable system. Again, guys, 78.6% return on investment. That's phenomenal, especially as a professional sports bettor. We're looking at, if we can hit 5% ROI, that's great. 78.6. But on average, guys, these dogs lose by almost 30 points. So keep that in mind. All right. That being said, guys, I have 2 plays for you guys, both in that game. The first one, guys, is going to be on Bowling Green, not the money line. Okay. The money line had the early value. Now we're going to move over to the actual spread. We're going to take them at plus 31, okay? They're only getting 30% of bets, which is pretty contrarian, but only 30% of bets means 70% of the bets are going on Buffalo. That's what I imagined would happen in this game. And to be honest, I was kind of frazzled a little bit because it was my hope that, the way Buffalo's played, I'm thinking 65 to 75% of the money is going on Buffalo. There's no question about it. So here we are, 70%. And what happened? Instead of me getting more value, let's get this line up to 33, 34, 35. I mean, once these heavy favorites started taking money, a lot of times you see those lines run, don't you? But we didn't. We got a reverse line move. We had the book saying, thank you for the money on Buffalo. We're going to go ahead and we're going to lower this line by a half point, which is what they did. They went from 31.5 down to 31 and said to the public, keep giving us that Buffalo money. As a sports bettor, it's a bittersweet thing to see. Why? Because one, as a reverse line move, is just one more indicator that tells us after we're done our handicapping that, yeah, you know what, you're probably on the right side taking Bowling Green in this game because that reverse line move. Certainly Vegas thinks it's a right side. Otherwise, why would they do that? They wouldn't, right? 70% of bets on Buffalo, but they're going to bring that line down. They want more on Buffalo. They feel in this game that there is a distinct advantage to having Bowling Green. And that is why they do a reverse line move. It's straight psychology, guys. The public is going to see it's going to make it more attractive for the public to keep betting on Buffalo. But not us, guys. We are going to take Bowling Green plus 31. Okay, so Bowling Green plus 31. Next play, guys. Same game. Bowling Green, Buffalo. We are going to go under 58. Okay, we're going to take the under in this game, guys. Under 58. Right now, 45% of bets, 48% of money. So, it's not the ideal area for our money distribution. Like yesterday's football game. Remember, I said 39% of bets, 47% of money. That's in the sweet spot. It's less than 50% of the money, which means we're betting with Vegas, which we are in this game. But that's 7 to 21% sweet spot, that difference. So we're not quite in there because it's only a 3% difference, but it's still more money than bets, and we're under 50%, meaning we're betting with Vegas. Now, above and beyond that, guys, there is multiple steam bets on the under, so that is what I like in this game, guys. Same game, Bowling Green, Buffalo, guys. We are going to go under 58, okay? So that is it for us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, guys, leave a like and hit subscribe. I never asked you guys to subscribe. I guess I should. So subscribe, please. Turn on the bell for notifications because that is important. We do move lines. We do. In all honesty, guys, not so much in NFL, but, we start betting like small college schools. You guys have seen what we've done to them, especially with college basketball coming up. Anyone who was with us last year saw what we did to college basketball lines, and this year is going to be worse, guys. So turn on the bell for notifications, get the videos early, and that way you're not going to miss out on a good line. All right. One last thing, guys. I just want to reiterate this, okay? It's up to you guys what you do, but my personal opinion, guys, is this money line that I talked about at 42 to 1 was like crazy value, but falling down to 22 to 1, guys, to me, it doesn't seem like there's much value there anymore. And I'm considering possibly going the other way because I can get right now a reduced juice. I can get Buffalo around minus 3,000. I could literally lock up like thousands of dollars of profit without the game ever being played. So I might do that and just leave a little bit left on it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might let it roll. We'll see. Anyways, guys, yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there that if you guys want to bet Bowling Green on the money line, go ahead. But I don't think there's value left at 22 to 1. They just won't win this game enough that at 22 to 1, it's going to make it worth your while. Like if you bet all these games like 22 to 1, now you're going to lose money over the long term. So anyways, guys, that is officially it for today. Thank you guys very much. And as always, guys, have a very lucky day.